everyone, this is Maki. Today, another new Gunpla was announced. It's the Type B equipment of the narrative Gundam, the main mobile suit that appeared in Gundam narrative. Master Grade Gunpla has been announced. Also from the Cosmo Fleet series, a Gunpla of the battleship Nahel Argama, which appeared in Gundam Unicorn, was released. This time, while we are looking at the Gunpla, let's also look at what kind of weapons they are. The narrative Gundam's B-type equipment is used in the game UC, engaged as an improved version, called B2 type. The Nahel Argama appeared in Gundam Unicorn, but it also made an appearance in Gundam Double Zeta. Let's take a closer look at the differences between the two. Are you ready? We are about to begin the mission to capture Gundam Unicorn Unit 3, Phoenix. Press the submit button to activate the cycle capture. Your mission is to successfully recover the top secret weapon of the Earth Federation. The Type B equipment of the narrative Gundam is designed for fighting in space colonies. These colonies are home to millions of people. For this reason, the use of highly destructive beam weapons is prohibited by ethical standards, regardless of nationality or military affiliation. In the anime, battles inside colonies are often depicted, but based on common sense in the universal century world, these are major incidents that should never have happened. The Type B equipment of the narrative Gundam comes with a shield equipped with 4 missile launchers. This is the procedural main armament. When the missiles hit the surface of the colony, they usually don't cause explosions that penetrate the outer walls. However, special care must be taken to avoid explosions in vulnerable areas such as mirror sections. The fact that the narrative Gundam's Type B equipment goes into battle without a beam rifle is also a symbolic gesture, signifying its intention to avoid destroying the colony. A unique weapon is the InCom. Since propellant is supplied using a cable, it is possible to maintain high thrust for a long period of time, making it possible to fly in an environment with the same gravity as on Earth. Traditionally, the InCom weapon used a device called the relay InCom to change its trajectory. However, the InCom of the narrative Gundam doesn't need a relay InCom because of its high propulsion power. This design is similar to the shot claw used by the Kanto series mobile suits that appeared in Victory Gundam, a series set later in the Universal Century timeline. In addition, the InCom can fire powerful beams. As I mentioned earlier, the use of beam weapons in space colonies is generally avoided for humanitarian reasons. Not only can this InCom fire powerful beams, but its beam output can be adjusted by the pilot. Therefore, it is possible to use it at a lower power to avoid damaging the colony. However, fighting inside a space colony is still inherently dangerous. There can be no doubt that the Earth Federation forces and the Luo Company will stop at nothing to capture the Unicorn Gundam 3. The InCom of the narrative Gundam Type B equipment has a function beyond just attacking. It's called Capture Field. This function becomes available when the newly destroyer system of the narrative Gundam is activated. Once the InCom's cable is cut, the barrel opens and flies toward the target to capture it. However, the downside is that cutting the cable drastically shortens its operating time. The capture field surrounds the target, rendering it powerless. It's unclear if the Gunpla will include pods to recreate the capture field. None of the currently available photos show parts to recreate it. The Gunpla will be released in two types, one that comes as a set with the narrative Gundam itself, and one that includes only the Type B equipment. For those who already own the previously released Type C equipment, just buying the Type B set will suffice. However, it seems that Lure Company are trying to capture our wallets with their own capture field. The set that includes the narrative Gundam and the Type B equipment also comes with transparent cycle frame parts. You can paint them any color you want to personalize your narrative Gundam. The promo pictures show it decorated with a combination of the red from the newly Destroyer mode and the green like that the Unicorn Gundam had at the end of the story. The package also includes connecting pieces that allow the Type E and Type C equipment to be combined at the same time. These connecting pieces are included with both versions. The narrative Gundam Type E equipment and the standalone Type E equipment will not be exclusive to Premium Bandai. They will be available in regular stores. The price for the set with the narrative Gundam is about $72. The standalone Type B equipment will cost about $19. Please note that prices may vary depending on exchange rates. As of September 6th, the release date is still undetermined. Official media has announced that pre-orders will start soon. And now we have the Gunpla of the Nahel Argama, which appeared in Gundam Unicorn. It's a battleship that belongs to the Independent Task Force of the Earth Federation, LOVE&PIECE. The version released as a Gunpla is the Nahel Argama, as it appeared during the final battle. At the beginning of the story, the Nahel Argama is undamaged, but during the course of the series, the left catapult is severely damaged by the explosion of a mobile suit and attacks from the New Zeon forces. This Gunpla replicates the ship in its repaired state, after makeshift repairs were made to the damaged catapult. Let's also note the differences from the Nahel Argama that appeared in Gundam Double Zeta. The Nahel Argama was originally designed and built by Eugo. Although the Eugo is known as an internal faction of the Earth Federation, it was actually a separate organization at its inception. The Eugo was founded by people concerned about the civilian massacres and oppressive actions of the Titans, an internal faction of the Earth Federation. Many Earth Federation soldiers joined the Eugo, so although it appeared to be a splinter group within the Federation, it was technically a rebel force. As the Titans' inhumane actions were exposed to the world throughout the story, the Eugo gained public support. Conversely, the Titans began to be seen as an anti-Earth Federation organization. Some might interpret this as the Earth Federation government shifting all the blame onto the Titans to protect itself. This is why Shah's counterattack referred to the Titans as an anti-Earth Federation faction. As I mentioned earlier, the Nahel Argama was built by the Eugo, so it wasn't designed according to the Earth Federation's official defense plans. Many of its parts were of a unique standard. After the battles of Zeta Gundam and Gundam Double Zeta, the Eugo was disbanded and merged with the main body of the Earth Federation forces. The Nahel Argama was then assigned to the Londo Bell unit as a Federation warship. At that time, the Nahel Argama was modified using parts from the Federation's Crop-Cross warships. One of the most significant changes was the propulsion system. If you compare the Nahel Argama of Gundam 008 and Gundam Unicorn, you notice a significant difference in the propulsion design. You see that parts similar to those of the Crop class were used. So the Nahel armor in this Gunpla is the Gundam Unicorn version. The price will be around $64. But please note that prices may fluctuate depending on exchange rates. It is expected to be released in February 2025. It's not a premium Bandai exclusive, so you'll be able to buy it in regular stores. However, pre-orders are available on Premium Bandai, so if you want to guarantee your purchase, it might be worth trying to reserve it there. Thanks for watching until the end. See you next time.